Go. Hey, we've got a really special guest here. I've known her for a long time. When was the first time we crossed paths? Is it
Oh,
like 8 years old?
I I think maybe 8, 9 years ago, almost 10, a long time, a
So
long.
yes, this girl was volunteering at my event in the Netherlands, and of course the Dutch staff put some pretty incredible people in our path, and this was one of them. And I've loved that girl for a long, long time. What do you think about the this event that you've been a part of for, I think, soon to be 10 years?
I absolutely love it. For me, it's my favorite event. I really genuinely look forward to it. It's not only a place to watch great games, but also a great way to bond with other players, and you get to know. You learn so much because there's players from all different ages, all different leagues and levels, and it's an opportunity to get really close to them. And what I also love is everybody's asking each other for advice, and you can really learn from the higher up players. And it's just a great environment to be as well.
So it's really funny. I cross this girl 50 times a weekend, and every time I crossed her, she's got a smile on her face. I'm not sure exactly why, but I think everyone could probably learn a little tiny, tiny bit from Ella. By the way, this is Ella James. Sounds
Hi.
like sounds like she should be a singer. Are you a singer?
I used to sing. I don't sing anymore. I prefer sports.
Okay, so you don't sing anymore. So I was going to say you should sing for us at the cup. But anyhow, have you ever spoken to an American player when you were there?
Yes, absolutely, multiple times. I actually made some of my really close softball friends actually at the Cup. Also, when I was younger, we had the Cup clinic trials or trainings, and I met a bunch of Americans who I'm still to this day friends with.
It's really funny. Do they understand your English?
Yeah, actually, they do. It's. I remember once there was training. There was a trainer and he knew straight away that I was English because he heard my British accent. But they've always been able to understand me fine, luckily.
So it's really interesting. But did you live in England for a bit?
Yeah, I lived in England for over 10 years. I was born here in Holland, and on my second birthday, I moved to London. And then I must have been 11 when I moved back here. I've been living here now again for almost 8, 9 years.
So do you feel Dutch or do you feel British?
Well, okay. Language wise, I definitely prefer English. I had to learn Dutch in a year and I could only speak little bits, but now I'm fluent. But I think spirit wise, I'm definitely more Dutch since I was raised more freely than they are in London, which is very.
Interesting. So, and now you're trying to tell us about this Czech experience. You're trying to learn that. This is
Well,
crazy.
well, for me, it was actually, I came there because of softball the first time. I think this must have been in 2022, maybe, or 2021. I came there for a softball experience in the Pony League. I made a bunch of friends there, also Czech softball players. And I really found my home there. So now I'm trying to learn to speak Czech, which is completely different. But lucky for me, I'm good with languages. But yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. And now I try and have tournaments there every year, once in the summer, always at Youders.
So then, and the crazy thing is that you kind of like some guy over there or something, right? He's trying to force you to learn Czech, right?
No, not at all, actually. Even before I met him, I always wanted to learn it because softball there, what I've noticed, is also bigger than what it is here in Holland, which I really loved. And I just made a bunch of friends there. And for me, it really felt like home because I love the culture and my sport is really big there. And then eventually, after via my best friends, I met my boyfriend, but he's also learning Dutch for me. So that's also really
I
nice.
think you're gonna have a better chance of learning Czech than he is Dutch. What do you think?
It's actually very surprising. Well, for me, language is definitely my preference. I'm great with languages, math, but my doing quite well actually with Dutch. My Czech is still more ahead because I've been learning for almost a year now. He's only been learning for half, but we're doing quite well.
So, what do you speak to with each other? English?
English, yeah, most of the time English. Sometimes now little bits Czech, and with a sister and my best friend, I try to speak Czech. But yeah,
Interesting, interesting. So we're going to see you at the Cup here in what is it, 10, 15 days away or something like that, right?
today's the 6th.
17th. So 11 days from now.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm gonna invite our girls to come up and say hey to you. So
Yeah,
we got
I'm
a
really
bunch of them. We got a bunch of them about your age. And I
Yeah.
want you, of course, the people are going to know you because they obviously see you here. So we want to be sure that they come up and say hey to you on the side of what you're doing, how you're doing it, and so forth. Right now, you're done with high school. What are you doing so far as university is concerned? What's the next step for you?
Okay, well, at the moment, I took half a year. I studied at a hairdresser school, but my main that wasn't really so for me. I love working with people, but my main goal is to become a teacher. Hopefully, one day an English teacher. So at the moment, I am currently waiting for an exception to one university here to study teaching. But otherwise, I am now currently looking for a job, and I want to work so I can save up, and then eventually, my goal is in 2 years' time to move to the Czech Republic.
So would you think about, did you ever think about coming to America and doing that?
Absolutely. I have always really wanted to do that, especially because the sport is that it's amazing there. I've visited America twice, which I really, really love. But for me, I never really thought that it would be a possibility.
So we've
But
got
yeah,
a lot of people that are listening to this right now. They would probably open their home up to you to come and stay with them to not only play ball, but to kind of like nurse you or help you into the school part. So
I
just
would,
know that that can happen. So if you really, really want to do this, that is more less of a dream than what you might think.
that would be really incredible if that would be possible. That would mean definitely a lot. So yeah, I would love that if that would be possible.
Yeah, that would be. I will put that in my tag on my note here. But so we're going to see you in 11 days, and I've asked you to be my bodyguard. What did you think about that?
Awesome. I would love it because I've seen you so like for multiple years now always and I love speaking to you and I just love helping around the club in general. Like I've been there every day, all the hours still really late, and helping. And so I'm really glad I get to help you now personally as well, which is really fun and I'm just excited.
Well,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I'm no more special than everyone else, but I obviously need some help sometimes, basically because of my feet sometimes. But obviously for people to run and do something, sometimes I don't have that link there that I could love to have someone, hey, can you go over and check this or whatever? So I love having you being not only part of the cup still, but being and helping me out a little bit. So and then you'll get to meet almost my whole family. I think you've met a couple of them, but
Yeah. I think I remember. I don't think I've ever met your daughter though. I think, but I'm not sure. But I think I've definitely met some of your family. Yeah.
so my two oldest daughters will be with me. They've been with me for 20 plus years, and then their mates are with us, and we have a couple of my grandkids with us, and then my Down syndrome daughter you won't meet. She's not going to be over to be able to come, but you would. That girl is a fun girl. She's probably the funnest in the family, but nonetheless, she won't be coming over. But anyhow, Ella, I gotta go. I really am anxious to see you once again, and I know that our team, our entire staff is going to be looking at you and looking for you, and you're kind of an unforgettable face. So take a look at this face because you want to stop and say hey to her. It's she's a pretty special girl in our lives in softball, and of course my life as a friend. So thank you again, girl. Thank you so, so much.
Anything I can do to help. And please feel welcome to come say hi. I'm a very friendly person and I love to socialize and make friends. So anything you need, I'm here.
Super good. Thank you again.
Thank you for talking.